All right, 803. So today we are going to read a short passage called Borges and I. Now, this is a passage the author of Labyrinth is writing about himself. Now, a critical component in many of his short stories in this work, he includes himself as a fictional character in these alternative universes. So, what does that do in a story? Well, that blurs the lines between what's real and what's surreal. Now, in some of the stories that we're going to start reading next week, something that you might notice is the stories are very confusing, and then at times they're very frustrating. The best way to picture these stories or understand these stories is they are universes that are constantly expanding. They're universes where characters and narratives are constantly expanding. So that takes us back to the crux of this unit, doesn't it? What is the power of a narrative? Are there limitations to multiple narratives? Is there one effective solitary narrative? So I think the best place to start is, in fact, with this short story, Borges and I, because we get that idea that there's a sense of metafiction. There's a sense of awareness of self versus an alternative, which would be the fictional self. So to get us started, you will be able to access the link here to Borges and I. It'll take you here. It's one page. And as you read, I want you to read through a specific frame. You'll be choosing between the following. So consider how Borges differentiates between I and Borges. Or you can consider the ways the text explores the concept of authorship, the relationship between the author and their work. You can consider if Borges uses language and narrative structure to blur the lines. Not if, but how. You could consider the role of the themes of self-knowledge and self-awareness in the narrative, or you could consider how the short story addresses the idea of legacy and how an individual is remembered. So you have to choose at least two of these. Let your response be a minimum of 50 words, complete sentences, and cite specific passages using transition phrases. And once you've done that, you will be ready to do part 2, where we're going to work on creative writing and the act of expanding a universe within a narrative. Good luck, everybody. Enjoy the read.